Gee, why do I fear? Why do I doubt? I'm not a victim. I'm not guilty. I don't even know what I'm doing. And I don't even know why I'm doing it. It's like understanding a full book, reading one chapter alone. Hello there. Have you ever wondered why you're thinking what you're thinking? Why you're doing what you're doing? Have you ever wondered? In front of the mirror, for example? See the whys? Let me draw something in this board. Because if you are going to practice Ho'oponopono and EFT, if you don't get this part, most probably you will experience what everybody else experiences. And before I draw anything, let me tell you this. A lot of people out there are learning so many things. But the majority of them do not understand what they're learning. So in other words, they learn, but they don't understand. And if you don't understand it, how can you practice it? How can you make it a part of your life on a daily basis? You can't, because you don't understand it. So let me draw something here for you. This is a star. So you and I are stars in the universe. That's what we are. That once in a while connect to the physical form. So let's say the human form, because there's emotion, there's fear. We're delicate beings, extraordinary beings. Now, what is the meaning of life? So we are stars, we are spirit, we are frequency, consciousness. What is the meaning of life? Why are you here? Why am I here? See, as a spirit, as a consciousness, frequency, whatever you want to call it, you know everything. And you know of everything. But you don't know what anything means. So in other words, you know everything, but you know nothing. Because as a spirit, you cannot burn yourself. So how can you know what burning means? Well, the notion tells you that fire burns. So you are aware that fire burns. But you have no clue what that means. Or anything else for that matter. But if you connect to the physical form, you will feel it. And you get that memory, that knowing. But there's a format here. I call it the 2 hard drives. If you understand this part, you understand everything. Now, hard drive number 1. Hard drive number 2. Well, actually, it goes like this. You most probably heard of aura. We all have an aura. See, in reality, on Earth, everything has an aura. Even a rock or the Earth seen from space has an aura. And the aura is a magnetic field, but also a field of information. So whatever you think about and feel goes into the aura. And that's what it activates the law of attraction. See, you live within the law of attraction. Nobody, but really nobody, practices the law of attraction. Because you live in it. You're always attracting. Attracting what? Whatever you set or whatever you tune yourself to. Mentally or emotionally. And you get that. Because whatever you think about, whatever you feel goes into the aura. And the aura vibrates, right? And attracts. Attracts what you send out. Has frequency. Now, hard drive number 1, and of course I take into account that you believe, are aware, open to reincarnation. Life after life. I hope you do, because if you don't, this life is just a waste of time. You get up in the morning, you eat, go to work, go to the bathroom, go to bed, and more of the same the next day. And there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason. Now, let's say you do believe and you are very comfortable with the reincarnation process. So hard drive number 1 holds all your memories, all your previous lives that you lived, all the many chapters that you wrote. They're all there. Hard drive number 2 is virgin. There's nothing in it. Nothing. And this is why we are born totally disorientated with our world. If we had no supervision, none of us would be here. We all die. And even after a few years, if we had no supervision, we would kill ourselves 10 times a day, like falling into a pool, or down the balcony, down the stairs, whatever. A knife in the kitchen. Because there's nothing in this hard drive. See, hard drive number 1, depending on your spiritual age, it may be full. If you're an old soul, it's pretty full. But it's on standby. You have no access. It's on standby. Hard drive number 1 is pretty much programmed in 28 years. And this is why I tell people when I give talks, did you know that 95% of the people on this earth die at the age of 28? 95%. Not to say 98. 95. And people look at me like kind of strange. See, they want to believe me because I kind of project credibility. But somehow, they don't believe it. And then I say, yes, 95% of the population dies at the age of 28. Then it takes about more or less 60 years to bury them, but they're dead. Why? Because they were programmed from 0 to 7, 7 to 14, 14 to 21, and 21 to 28, which I call the 4 sevens. It was programmed. It was programmed. And you see, where Ho'oponopono and EFT comes in, it's because of this. See, you are not this. You are simply transporting this. And you have choices. You have the choice of understanding it, clean it, heal it, and purify the memory, and begin to live a free life. I mean, it is more than told that 92% of the human suffering is not real. It's somewhere in the past or somewhere in the possible future, but not in the present moment. Only 8% of the suffering is real. Example, a hammer on the finger, trust me, it's suffering, it hurts. So, what happens here? This is very interesting. For those who have that kind of spirit, that kind of openness, the hard drive number 2 has us believe that we think. We are here thinking. You may find me a little crazy, but it's okay. That hard drive tells me that I'm thinking. And if that was wonderful, the world would be a wonderful place to be. I mean, the population on this planet would be wonderful. So what is happening here really? This hard drive has me believe that I'm thinking. And the hard drive number 1 is telling me that I'm being thought. I'm being thought. So I'm the product of a mission, a plan. So are you. And why do I smile? It's because today I so know that I free myself from the illusion of fighting for survival. Screw that. I'm going to let myself be thought. Because I prepared my life to be. So did you. And if you allow life to unfold, you have a wonderful life, because you are going to be at the right place at the right time every time. When you begin to think, what do you think is happening here? Stop for a second and meditate on it, what do you think is happening there? From 0 to 7 years of age, you were programmed with something. Perhaps someone told you that you are an American, you were born in America, which is a lie. You were not born in America, you were born, period. When you look at planet Earth from above, from space, what do you see? You see a planet. You don't see divisions, you see a planet. This is an example among many. From 0 to 7, you received the first program. 7 to 14 years of age, you received another 7 years of programming. 14 to 21, you receive another program. And from 21 to 28, they finalize the program on you. Now, if you are going to do Ho'oponopono with EFT, you better understand this. Otherwise, you're just doing, it's like washing dirty clothes with dirty water. Do you really think it's going to be washed, clean? I don't think so. Get it? So you must understand this. Okay, hold on. Who's thinking what I'm thinking? Who's feeling what I'm feeling? Who's doing what I'm doing? Ask yourself those questions. Based on what? You see, I call it the 4 pillars, okay? So let's put them here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars. And you got to put them down. Because if you don't put these pillars down, see, I don't care what kind of understanding you get out of this, and I don't care how much Ho'oponopono and EFT you will do, if you don't get these 4 pillars down, you're always back to square one, or close to square one. So what are the pillars? Well, the pillar here is fear. Fear. So if you walk with fear, you're not free. Doubt, okay? Doubt. So if you doubt yourself, you doubt life, that will not be effective. Forget it. Or victim. Well, I'm a victim. He did this to me. She did that to me. It's horrible. It's unjust. You're being a victim. Now, how can Ho'oponopono or EFT work for you? How? Can you tell me? If you're a victim? When Ho'oponopono tells you about 100% responsibility. Get it? Okay. And the 4th is guilt. Guilt. So you are either a victim or guilty. See, when we say example, we say, I take full responsibility, 100% responsibility. Did you hear anything about guilt? That I'm guilty? No, it's about responsibility. Responsibility on what? Well, the responsibility of carrying the memory that is bothering my life. So I'm responsible for that. I can transmute, I can clean, heal, and purify the frequency, the memory. Okay. Whatever happened here, whatever happened there, it really doesn't belong to you. It was a combination, a sharing. It was many experiences, many realities within your reality. Example, whatever your parents were not able to overcome, you inherit. See, the fears, all that conditioning, maybe about money, or about this, or about sex, whatever. These are not your thoughts. This is not your reality. You chose it to be your reality. But if you stop, take 3 deep breaths and close your eyes and go within. Funny, there's nothing going on. You're at peace. So, please, what are you transporting? before I move into Ho'oponopono and the EFT, I'm sure you heard about meditation and contemplation, going for a walk and being, just being. I'm sure you did. And why is meditation and contemplation so important today? Why? Because a lot of people don't understand what the meditation is. Okay, so I'm going to cross my legs. Well, you can do that for some quiet time, some going within time. But when I meditate, when I contemplate, when I go for a walk and surround myself in nature, what I do is I put hard drive number 2 on pause. And today, trust me, it's very easy for me. I've been practicing and cultivating spiritually selfishness. Do you understand what that means? I take care of myself. I look at myself. I give pleasure to myself. I honor myself. I put good food inside this body. And when I say spiritually selfish, it's because I do all that without hurting anybody. I don't hurt anybody. I don't judge anybody. I have no opinion whatsoever about anybody. That's freedom. You know what happens then? What happens then? It's magical. Magical. You know, with those insights, déjà vu, those moments, it's because as soon as you put this on pause, you put it on pause, and hard drive number 1 begins to pour in. Pour in. And that's where you get your déjà vus. This is where you get your insights. Because you're old. You're an old spirit. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here watching me talk. So it begins to pour in. And information begins to come in. And then guess what? You begin to understand that you are a living memory. And you can control the impact the memory has on you. You can. So you may want to start by going like this. You may want to start going like this, okay? So everyone knows the EFT, right? Go like this, start like this, okay? And think about the 2 hard drives. Hey, this is wonderful. This is really wonderful. Look at all the memories that I have. Ooh, so many lives I have lived. Wow, so many chapters I have written. You know, think about the 2 hard drives, okay? And liberate yourself. Wow. Gee, why do I fear? Why do I doubt? I'm not a victim. I'm not guilty. I don't even know what I'm doing. And I don't even know why I'm doing it. It's like understanding a full book, reading 1 chapter alone. Hey, so if I don't know what I'm doing, and if I don't know why I'm doing it, why should I bother with anything? I mean, I'm not going to provoke anything. I'm not going to provoke anything. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm going to be happy with myself. I'm going to be feeling good with myself. So you start, I love you. Start by I love you. See, there are 2 connections to the soul. I love you and thank you. The other 2 in between, I'm sorry, please forgive me, has to do with the mental state. So let me explain. So you go, I love you. I love you. See, whatever situation, whatever the situation is in your life, whether it is a lack of money, or some health issue, or some whatever, you must love it. Yeah, but Antonio, that hurts me. Okay. What you end up to be starts this way. There's a sensation. Something happened that created a sensation on you. That sensation will turn, if you keep it, it will turn into humor. Humor will go into an emotion, emotion to a behavior, character, personality, identity. So you become that. So you need to be careful how you deal and transport the sensation. So if something hurt you or something appeared in your reality that was not so good, you must love it. Because if it came in that way, it is because it's out of love. So you have to inject love. I love you. And you have every reason to love it. Because it is in your reality exactly for that. For you to develop the unconditional love. Put everything right. So I love you. I love you. I love you. I so love you. I so love you. I'm sorry. Now, I'm sorry deals with a conscious mind. You're becoming conscious about the fact that you have used your creative power in not such a good way. Okay? So, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for whatever I've done or not done that forced you to be this reality within my reality. I am so sorry. I recognize it. I am so sorry, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry. Please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me. Now this is the subconscious mind. That's where the programming is. Hidden in some of those drawers. It's there. So you need to go there and say, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Because whatever I've done or not done that created you, that made you this reality within my reality, it is obvious that I didn't know better. It was another passage. It was another time. It's not today. I know better today. And for that reason, I ask you for forgiveness. Please, please forgive me. Forgive me, forgive me. Thank you, thank you. Now you move into the soul again. Soul and soul. Thank you. I thank you so much for going through the trouble of becoming this reality within my reality to serve my purpose, to serve my cause. I thank you, 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 thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I free myself from the impact of all the lives I have lived, all the chapters that I've written. I liberate myself from the impact, the negative impact that may have on me. I liberate myself. It was other passages. and they all served what they needed to serve. All is well. Really, all is well. I have no belongings. Nothing belongs to me. Nothing. I'm part of everything. And everything is part of me. But I don't own anything. Nothing. Own nothing. Even these memories. These are memories that have controlled my life until yesterday. Because I did not know. I did not know. But today I know that they were just passages, memories, actually wonderful memories. And why I say this? Because look at me. I became a wonderful, wonderful being. Wonderful being that swims in love, loves everyone and everything. It's wonderful. Wonderful. The hard drives, all those memories, that program, that data. I just passed by there. And all these memories, they will enable me to create my own universes. Because whatever I imagine, all my imagination can be imagination if I haven't seen it. So if I saw it, that means I lived it. I experienced it. Isn't this wonderful? Really. It's not wishful thinking. Ooh. Try this. Now, whatever problem you have, okay? Whatever problem you have, follow the steps of this video. They're just memories. But if you stick with the memory, if you keep dialing the same number, you will get the same result. Change your dial. Change the frequency. You see, all the memories that you have in reality made you who you are. And you just need to recognize that you are the master of the memories, not the victim of the memories. Do you understand? So whatever you have in your life that appears to be a challenge, you need to go there and love it. Okay? And say sorry because you actually don't understand or did not understand that it was there to serve you. Ask for forgiveness. And then thank you. And you can repeat it. Okay? I always put my hand this way to show. See, I also work with Curology. So when you open the palm, in my opinion, in my view, in my practice, it's a sign of openness. A sign of openness. And thank you. Thank you. Live with an attitude of gratitude. Whatever appears in your reality is just asking you for you to clean it, heal it, purify it. Nothing belongs to you. Nothing. Nothing. See, everything is linked to you for you to experience. You've done nothing wrong. You never did anything wrong. Because if I make good choices in life, it is because I have experience. And if I have experience, it's because I made some bad choices in my life. So one serves the other. There is no life without death, and there is no death without life. This is Antonio speaking. Thank you.